Oh yeah. Pogo, pogo, pogo.
Are we live?
I believe well, it's trying.
It's trying.
Oh God, why do I sound obnoxious?
You always
Yep.
sound obnoxious.
We're up.
That's why I turned my mic down.
Hello, welcome to the Album Book Club. My name is Carson. I'm here with Logan and Connor, if he'd swap the cam.
Yep.
And today we are
call me out that
reviewing
early.
Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator. Personally, for me, this is one of my favorite albums. Obviously, I suggested it. This was released in 2017, and it debuted at number 2 on the U.S. Billboard 100, actually, and it got him nominated for a Grammy in the 60th Grammy Awards. This album has a lot of themes with sexuality, depression, being lonely. It's it has a lot of those kind of harsher themes. Like sexuality can be a really hard thing to talk about, and it's very prevalent in this album. But without further ado, let's get right into our top 3. My top 3: "See You Again," "Boredom," and "Who Dat Boy."
Yeah, my top 3 are "See You Again," "Boredom," and "Who Dat Boy."
Good picks.
I had a very similar but a little different top 3. I had Garden Shed, Boredom, Who Dat Boy.
Mm.
So we do agree that at least two
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
of these songs are by far
"Boredom" and "Who Dat
better.
Boy."
Sure.
My bottom song is "Sometimes," or it could be "Dropping Seeds," and I'll get into that later.
My bottom song is "Sometimes."
My bottom song was Dropping Seeds.
Yeah, those songs are not really songs. One's just kind of a verse, and the other one is somebody calling into a radio station. So it's kind of hard to rank those.
I have my reasoning for why Sometimes was not my bottom song.
I think we know what your reasoning
Yeah.
is.
What's my reasoning?
Is it podcast related?
No.
Oh damn, I don't know
My
shit.
reasoning is it's an intro into "See You Again." Like that's what the song is about.
You know what's crazy?
You didn't
I
swap
disagree
cans.
with that. We'll get into it later.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, let's get right into the initial rankings, starting off with song number 1, "Forward," featuring Rex Orange County. I think this is a very nice introduction to the album. It presents us with some of the main theming here, sexuality, depression, all that. A lot of the lyrics add up to "How long can I do this before I get bored?" This is him kind of confiding in the loneliness he has. And I think Rex is a really beautiful addition to this song, so I gave it an 8 out of 10. I think it's a good start.
Yeah, so I gave it a 6 out of 10. It's okay. I mean, I get the themes they come across very well, but it's what I called it off screen earlier, which is jazz rap, where he very much like loses himself in the words, which I mean it helps with the theme, but fails with the music. But I get it. And it's just not my type of rap. You'll find
He
me
has
listening to
a very
gangster rap.
specific style.
Yeah, jazz rap.
Yeah, I went straight in the middle. Gave it a 7 out of 10. I think it's a great way to start this album. I agree. The feature did it justice. This is also, so I've known this album since it came out, but I haven't like held on to this album. But there's a few songs that have stuck around through different evolutions of playlists, and this is one that has made it through since it came out. So super recognizable song to me, and that's kind of why it's higher, or on the higher side. It's also a good song. So
Yeah, the Rex feature really does a lot for it here for me anyway. But yeah, the next song, "Where This Flower Blooms," featuring Frank Ocean. The first note I have on here is actually the O.J. Simpson reference Frank dropped in the middle of the song. Across two different lines, he says OJ at the beginning of the other one, and then Simpson, and then very next sentence. I thought it was hilarious. It has a really nice beat, and overall, I think it's a pretty good song, but it's not outstanding. I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Oh man, I went another 6 out of 10. I said it was chill. I did note that it had a 52-second long outro.
It did.
which consisted of nothing, literally nothing. But you know, and the jazz going on in your ears currently, that's all it was, and it very much pissed me off because I was ready. I was like, "Come on, when's the next one coming?" And it was by far probably the longest outro.
And then the next song was nothing.
Yeah, I was pissed.
I'll get into it when we get there. I'm not gonna sit here and defend that song. I have 2 scores for it though.
I do too.
So,
I have one.
but Where This Flower Blooms, I ended up giving a 7 out of 10. It has one of those Ethan transitions where it's the perfect transition to the next song
Mm-hmm.
from the first one. It's a good song. I gave a 7. There's not too much to say about it.
Yeah, like I said, it's pretty good. There's nothing really outstanding here. I think the feature is nice. I always love a little bit of Frank Ocean, you know. But other than that, it's just overall pretty good. The next song, sometimes. First off, this is a skit, not a song. This is kind of the start of this album's narrative bits, and what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be who See You Again is about. So the boy that's referenced over and over again inside this album, it starts out with this song See You Again, right? And it's supposed to be this boy calling into this radio station, and he says, play a song about me. And knowing that information, my actual music score on this, I don't think it's really applicable here. I wrote an A as my actual score. And then as an intro, it's a 5 out of 10. It's just all right. As an intro to See You Again, because that's what this is. This is more of an intro into See You Again than anything. This is here for the narrative bit of the album. That's really it.
No, this shit sucked. No, I mean it's jarring. I mean, I understand its place, but in the context of listening to this as an album, if you were not paying attention, it just pisses you off. I was sitting there kind of getting into it a little. You know, those first 2 songs, they're vibey songs. They're pretty chill and laid back. And then this is just like rah, 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 and radio talk, you know? So it's just like, God damn it. I gave it a 3 out of 10. It's okay. And I also wrote Pogo per the Instagram reel.
All right. So this song did receive 2 scores from me. The score on the album, like as an album, the way we're supposed to grade it, is a 3 out of 10. Because it's not a song. But, so the way I listened to it, I had the record going. I didn't do it digitally, which I think did a couple of things differently. It was out. I was pulling it out for the podcast, so I just ran that instead of putting on headphones. These 3 songs are the only songs on side A. And since they all flow perfectly into itself, I thought that these 3 songs were pretty much supposed to feel like one song. Like, this is the build-up. This is its own kind of story.
Almost like one big intro.
Yeah. And for that, it still only got a 5 out of 10 on its second score. But it felt more like it was supposed to be there to introduce this full story of the first 3 songs. And then the first, like, switch where it was a song that didn't flow directly into another song was this one into See You Again. So it felt like these 3 were supposed to be together and then move on to another song.
Yeah, I also think that's an interesting point where they're all 3 on the same side, because like this is supposed to be the start of the narrative, so it could be a very clean break.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this signifies that this side is the full narrative story and the other side isn't.
And that's
You know?
not the only time in this album we get something like that, where I think later there's a couple songs in a row, and then the next one is like a complete 180 vibe switch, but that's where the disc stops, and you have to get up and flip the disc to switch vibes, and it's almost like it was intentional for that purpose and not for digital release.
That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Neither did I until today.
Yeah, it is very much Whiplash on a digital
Mhm.
sense, and
Yeah.
I imagine everything but a record.
And that was that. I couldn't even look past it and see, oh, this is cool, because all I could think of was this would suck digitally. This would be the most. I would have neck pain for a week if I was listening to this digitally.
Yeah, the Whiplash is kind of hard.
I will
Mhm.
say it does sound like the sound design is almost meant for a record player because
It-
like the
Mhm.
radio, you can tell where they kind of put the like
Yep.
filter on to make it sound like an old mic, but it would sound even more like an old mic out of a record player.
I should
Oh,
have
for
spun
sure.
it before we started, but it would have skewed some grades.
Nah, not at all. I don't listen to shit when
All
we're
of my
here.
grades are
Fair
high
enough.
already, dude. It's
Mm.
fine. Speaking of high grades, "See You Again," song number 4, featuring Kali Uchis, I think.
Uchis.
Uchis.
Mm.
Okay. This song is a 10 out of 10 for me. I have listened to this song since I heard it. It has been on a playlist for me forever. I am obsessed with her voice. I can't get over it. This is my personal favorite Tyler the Creator song. I think it's a very beautiful love song. There's so many references to Tyler in the song. Like rose-colored cheeks and all that. Like that used to be his old Twitter bio, mentioning, this boy. Like this almost feels like a real event that happened in his life, and it probably was. With later songs like November being the way that they are. Yeah, I think Kali Uchis has such a beautiful voice, and like I said, I've had this song on my playlist for years, and I just haven't gotten tired of it.
Keep your mic in front of your mouth.
Oh, I think I'm turning my head, but I'm not turning my mic.
He's like, hi. You just lose all of it. Anyway, 10 out of 10. That's risky. It's got some.
Hey, man, it's my personal opinion here. If you guys wanted to rate it lower than a 10, I get it. It is not a perfect song by any means, and I can fully get behind that. It's just me personally. It's a 10 out of 10.
No, I gave it an 8 out of 10. A very hefty 8 out of 10.
That's high for Logan.
That's a high Logan
That is a
score.
high
That's an
Logan song.
Ethan 10 out of 10 for sure.
That's an
Mhm.
Ethan 15 out of 10 for sure. I bet Interlude was at least a 9. But no, yeah, 8 out of 10. It's the song you know off this album, even if you
Mhm.
don't know Tyler the Creator at all. This song's been played in every Kmart coast to coast, So it's just a solid song.
And because of that reason, it has become the most overplayed Tyler the Creator song, and for that, it has lost some points on my book.
Earthquake.
I think this one, because this one had another TikTok resurgence recently,
Yeah.
so this one is still a little bit on my nerves. It's a good song. I'm not gonna say it's not, and you're right. The feature is great, and if you haven't done a deep dive into her music, do
Oh
that.
my god.
But because of that, it has earned a 7.5 from me because it is too much of the TikTok song for me to rate it any higher.
Honestly, fair enough. I mean, it has gained so much popularity.
And
And
good
it's-
on him for that, yeah, for sure. But
Come on.
I don't want to hear it anymore. There's other songs off this album.
Fair enough. Next song, "Who Dat Boy" featuring A$AP Rocky. The Whiplash is hard for this one.
Was this another hard break?
I did lie earlier. See You Again is on side A.
I
So
was
it feels like a
assuming so.
build up into this, and then you flip the disc and go to Who Dat Boy.
Oh.
Yep, this one is.
Shit, I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, this one is very Whiplash heavy. This one for me, although it's hard, this one is great for me. I really like this song. It's really hard to follow "See You Again," in my opinion. That earned it a bonus point because I still liked it after listening to that
Mhm.
song. I think it adds more onto the themes of Tyler's sexuality. At this point he is asking this is supposed to be a break where, oh yeah, you just wrote an entire love song about this person, but nobody around you knows who it is.
Mhm.
Who is that? That's what the song is supposed to be. And narratively, at the end, he speeds off and hits a pothole and says "fuck," and that leads directly into the next song, which is "Pothole." Yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I got two things to say for one. First thing, I don't think Tyler the Creator's ever openly come out. Like it's all speculation. I might be
It's all
completely
speculative, yeah.
wrong,
right.
but I'm pretty sure it's all speculation. And it's kind of, I think this album really shows how it really isn't obvious. Like lines are blurred in this
Mhm.
album. I think that's almost the point across it. And I might be wrong. Tyler the Creator might be a completely whatever sexuality ever and be very open about it. And I've just completely missed it.
I mean, the line "kissing white boys since 2004" is kind of telling.
I mean, it is, but it's like.
That line isn't very blurred.
As far as I've ever seen, I've never seen him come out and say, I am,
I don't think
That's-
he has.
That's pretty chill. Also, second thing, big thanks to camera assistant John getting back from vacation and fixing
Yeah.
the damn reverb problem we had
Oh,
last
yeah.
week.
John's been killer today.
Yeah, we also got to stretch time to wait for our guest.
Just gotta stretch time because we're like nearing the halfway point. and
Yeah,
we've
we've been
going for like
speedrunning this
20
shit.
minutes.
Dude, it's cause we don't have someone we can bully tonight.
That's true.
We all kind of are in the same vein of liking this. To the review, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
cool. Yeah, solid song. I really am starting to learn I like ASAP Rocky's rap style a lot. That's closer to the rap I like. And that's his feature on this was just fucking killer. And Tyler the Creator, it seems like got some tips for this song or something from ASAP Rocky because his flow was 10 times better than it has been. And yeah, 7 out of 10. My bad. 8 out of 10 was the last one.
All right. Who Dat Boy, another one that has stood the test of time in the playlist rotation. I would also argue that before See You Again took off, this was the song people knew.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So, for that, it's definitely earned its merits, but also, I can't just look past the whiplash, even if I personally didn't have it as bad today. So it is still a 7 out of 10. But the disc flip does help that whiplash a little bit, but I can't grade it solely on the way I listen to it.
Yeah,
Even
because I'd say 8 out of 10 that would listen to this probably don't have it on vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Not everybody has a crippling addiction.
Hell, I'd
to
say only
collecting
1
shit.
out of 10 people would be able to listen to this on vinyl.
All right, let's be honest. We don't get 10 views.
Yeah, true.
We got 30 on the last one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yo, shout
Thanks,
out
guys.
Maurizio on on one of them
Oh,
platforms.
Maurizio.
He's the goat, dude. We love you.
That man's commented
Come on.
3 whole times.
Come
Maurizio.
on the show.
There's no way he watched this.
He watches the reels.
He watches the reels.
What if you just put us yelling his name in the reel and he just gets real hype?
We tag him in it.
I'd be down.
The Monday
that'd be sick.
Maurizio reel.
Anyway, next song, Pothole featuring Jaden Smith. Lyrically, the song kind of focuses a lot more on like the loneliness part. Jaden doesn't really add much for me here as a feature. Overall, it's pretty good. It's nothing outstanding again. The only real thing I have here to say about it is the narrative stuff, because I like to explain this mainly because I found the story of this album to be pretty interesting. I went on a little deep dive before this. So narratively, you can totally see it in the album. No, you can hear him exit his car at some point, and you can hear the car door shut, and he's walking through the garden, and you get this nice kind of ethereal kind of sounding sequence of the birds chirping in the middle of this song, and it's kind of wild. Either way, it has 7 out of 10. Thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. I also gave it a 7 out of 10. I said this song was in the perfect spot on this album.
For sure.
I don't think you could have put a better spot at that. This is almost the midway mark. It's technically midway's next, but this is kind of the build up to the midway, and that's exactly what its job is, and it does it perfectly. And yeah, you can hear the background stuff because I heard the door slam and I thought someone was in my warehouse. I was like, I gotta go check.
Yeah, I know that was part of the song.
Yeah, and one thing I will point out is contrary to what I'm going to say eventually, I really like this album in the sense of it being an album that you listen to. Like, because it is a story, but you have to be into it. It's very much like Queensryche, right? Whereas like their whole album is a story from like one to the last song, and that's what this is. So you kind of got to be in it for it. And if you're not in that headspace, I totally get not liking
listening to this back to back to back, you have to be in it for the story. You have to be in it for these little narrative bits he ends the songs with or begins the songs with.
Yep, I completely agree. Another 7 out of 10 for me. But my note is, and we're right back to where we started. Because we're back. He brought it back after the little detour with Who Dat Boy back into the same style he was in at the beginning. And this song was pretty close to being my thumbs up emoji, though.
I can kind of agree with that. It's kind of hard to talk about this song.
Yeah, it's kind of just... Logan said it best. It is in the perfect spot. So, like, what else is there to say about it? There's no critiques, really. It's there. It's doing its job.
Yep. The only critique I really have for it is the Jaden Smith thing. I didn't gather much from his feature here.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even realize when Jaden Smith stepped up. I was just like, Jaden Smith's on this? And then I also had to think, I was like, is there a different Jaden Smith that this could be? And no, it's not. It's
no, he's just telling you to watch out for the pothole.
Yeah, it's that Jaden Smith.
But now Garden Shed, featuring Estelle. Obviously, this song is about Tyler questioning his own sexuality. It's really in your face there. It gets to the point where he even admits that he thought this whole thing was a phase. Like, that's part of the narrative here. I think there is a lyric where he thought he would just grow out of it and grow out of this whole battling with his sexuality thing. Estelle's voice is amazing here. I love Estelle, and her voice in general is phenomenal. And but Tyler, I do not love Tyler here. This song is a 6 out of 10 for me. I don't think Tyler really did Estelle justice with this one. I think this could have been a lot better, especially with such a banger feature.
Dang, I'm finally not the asshole. I gave this one a 7 out of 10. This is my thumbs up emoji. And yeah, obviously Tyler's weaker, but I kind of knew that already after his stuff at the beginning. But she killed it, so I was into it. And it's like, heck yeah, this almost like could have cracked top 3 if I didn't hear some of the rest of the album.
Yeah, but that's what I was trying to kind of say. You know, Estelle really kills it here, but Tyler doesn't bring the same energy to the table, I don't feel.
No, but I also kind of took that as like contrasting emotions, kind of with that the theme of like questioning, because he is very much on like the somber side, and then she's like, let's fucking kill people, come on. Like she's crackhead energy, he's not.
Yeah, it might have just been like the state of listening to it today or whatever happened today, but this song went crazy when I listened to it. I don't think I remembered this song on this album at all. And after listening to it, I was like, how? How did I forget this song? 'Cause this song goes hard as fuck. I would say I did not...
Connor, you relate or something?
No. I was going to say I didn't look into the story at all or know anything about what it's about. And if you know anything about me on this podcast, I don't listen to lyrics very well.
Yeah.
Like at all. I go straight off vibes as much as possible, and this one struck a chord today, so it got an 8.5 from me.
Wow, okay.
This ended up being my number 1 on this listen of this album.
Nice.
I agree, the feature was fucking amazing and
She
carried.
carries.
Yeah, for sure. But
I will say this entire album has such like all-star features.
mm-hmm.
This is a very feature-heavy album. That's why I included them in all the titles here. Because it's so feature-heavy, it's hard not to mention these guys. Because, God, most of this album is featured songs. Including this next one, Boredom, featuring Rex Orange County. And the bias is super real with this one. Good Lord. I believe this is the song that actually introduced me to Tyler, the Creator.
There's also another feature on this one. I can't remember who it is for the life of me.
I can't remember either.
I'm gonna
Tyler's.
look it up because
I
I know
think-
there's a second feature.
I think Rex is the only one that's. In
He's the only one that's
title.
listed, but there is another one.
Yeah. But yeah, it has some really nice, like chill
So-
beats combined with the nice vocals from Rex. It provides a nice contrast in the music. I don't have
She is
much.
listed. It's Anna of the North, and
Anna
I'm
of
pretty sure
the
she
North.
features on a Rex song somewhere. I don't
For
remember
sure.
though.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Mm-hmm.
Narratively, this explores Tyler's boredom and loneliness. More of that kind of stuff. And it has him speed off again at the end of the song. He takes off in his car again. Oh, I didn't even talk about the narrative of Garden Shed. He stopped in there to fix his car after he hit the pothole.
Mm.
Like, that's the whole point of that song. Like, he's stopping in there and he's starting to question everything. But yeah, Boredom for me is actually a 9 out of 10. I really love the song. It's one of those ones that stayed on the playlist for years.
Yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10. It's another fun song. I'm not even a Rex Orange County fan. I really could care less for the for the music, but this one it just kind of hit. I guess it's my vibe for this season, where it's like soft, somber music, just chilling, and that's what this is. It's a good chiller, or you can listen to the lyrics and get a little sad, but
Yeah.
just chill, just
Exactly.
chill.
I will say the Rex fan moment is kind of a nostalgia thing, definitely for me and Carson.
For
And,
sure.
That's why my notes on this is a high school classic.
You're
not
so
much else
right,
to say.
man. Oh
It
my
ended up-
god.
Ended up with a second in a row 8.5 for me. This one is the song from this album that stood the test of time on a
Absolutely.
playlist. This is probably the first one to make it onto the playlist from this album. So
Yeah, really good.
switched a little too late there. Just fucking with the board.
Make
The
John
next
do it.
song, I do want to say this real quick. The lyrics of Boredom flow directly into I Ain't Got Time. Find Some Time is part of the main chorus in Boredom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And immediately Tyler responds on a solo song, I Ain't Got Time. This is another kind of whiplashy song, I'd say. And but it has amazing flow from the previous song. Like, I'm not sure if you listened to like the ending of the previous song into this one. It fits really well.
I think this is where I took my large several hour break in between finishing the
Ah.
album, so I did not have this.
Yeah, it's I said it had just great flow from the previous song. It's immediately hype. Like, this is one of my hyper songs from Tyler. I think it's a really solid song from him. Just as his whole against his whole discography, right? Discography. How do you fucking say that?
Discography.
Nope. Carson can't
that
say that
word.
word.
Discography.
That one. We found a Carson no word. Ethan's his album, so.
Yeah, but he powers through.
And every time we correct him, he's like, "I'm pronouncing it right." We love you, Ethan. Hope you're watching.
But yeah, no, narratively,
He's
this.
not. I can see the view count from here. It's all 0.
It is. Oh man.
Well, narratively, this song reveals that when he sped off, he had the boy in the car with him. And near the end, he picks up a phone, and that leads directly into the next song, 911/Mr. Lonely. I think that's pretty cool. It got an 8 out of 10 for me.
Man. I gave this a 6 out of 10. I said it sounded like Roman techno battle music. Like, this is what, like, if Roman Coliseums ever came back in the year 2056, like 2156, this is the music that would be playing in the background. It's just the background of this.
And that would be badass.
It would be badass.
It sounds like Coliseum music, but like techno made, and it's lit, but it did not fit the vibe I just had.
It's a little whiplash.
It kind of made me mad because I was settling back down from A$AP Rocky, getting ready for Lil Wayne, but I got screwed over.
Yeah, I ain't got time. Another complete Whiplash vibe switch. I like the song, but it's placed right after a bunch of really soft songs, and with Whiplash, I mean, I still like the songs, but still got a 7 out of 10, which ironically, just like every other fucking song in this album, is right in the middle of what you two said.
I think that's really funny that we're all just kind of in agreement with this one
keeps
again.
happening several times. Like the Metallica one, it was every single one we did was the same number every time.
Yeah, it was great because by the time Connor got around to speaking, there was nothing to say, and then Alex would be like, "Oh, my bad." Carson would be like,
Whoa.
"Sorry." Carson would be like, "Yeah, so what they just said was okay." And that's how Polyphia went too, but you can't hear that.
That's how you can tell if an album is good. The less we have to say
Yeah,
after
less we
the
have to say,
first
better.
person.
So next song, 9/11/Mr. Lonely. I learned that this is like two different songs. I thought this was the same song. Originally, this was two separate songs. They combined them together for the album to make it one song. I thought there was some really clean stuff here from both Frank and Tyler. It does push the narrative really hard that Tyler is desperate for someone. This, specifically 911. 911 is a really like desperate plead. Someone who is very lonely, looking for admiration, someone to just be around. And that's what this song kind of is. It's a desperate cry out. It's a desperate plea. And I thought the latter half of the song, Mr. Lonely, that portion is just all right. I didn't vibe with it as much. So yeah, it got a 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, it got a 7 out of 10 for me as well. I just said it was a really solid song. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Like, it made me kind of depressed at 8 in the morning. But it's a good song nonetheless.
Yeah, I ended up giving this one a 7.5 out of 10 and saying I am pretty sure this was the target vibe of the album. This is what this song kind of encapsulates what he was going for throughout the whole thing.
I can feel that.
And I didn't really register that. I thought it sounded like two songs, but I didn't know it was supposed to be. And I guess if you throw two songs in there, that's kind of cheating, holding the whole vibe. But I do think this is kind of what he was going for with all of it. So.
I can see that. It matches the style of the rest of the album very well. I had to get into something that I don't really feel matches the album very well. Dropping Seeds featuring Lil Wayne. This is just a Lil Wayne verse. This is nothing more than that. This isn't really a full song. What is this, like 56 seconds? Not
If
even. Yeah, it's just a really short Lil Wayne verse on a Tyler album. I don't have much else to say. It got a 4 out of 10 for me. Because it's an alright verse, but it's not a song.
Yeah, I gave it a 5 out of 10 and said these two do not go together, like, at all. Like, Lil Wayne had no reason being on this album.
Oh, yeah, no.
At all. Like, it completely messed with every other vibe. I said that, like, A$AP Rocky didn't, but it kind of felt like that was kind of supposed to be, like, that carjack point to then bring you back down. Lil Wayne just felt like 2005 nostalgia trying to hit.
I missed this song twice.
Oh, my God.
By the time I Shazammed it on the album to make sure I was on the right one, we were already on November. And then I went back and listened to it digitally and missed it a second time because it was on shuffle and shuffled back up to See You Again. And I'm like, I know that's not the song I clicked on. What the hell? So yeah, for that, it got a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. It's just, it's hard to place it, mainly because I don't really feel like it's a full song.
That is true. You could place it not on this album.
Yeah, you could just slot this thing anywhere, and it would kind of do the exact same thing it did here. Either way, let's get right into November. There is a lot going on in the song. There's a lot narratively going on in the song, with a lot of the different voices coming in, and what November means, and all of that. Like, who is your November? What is your November? It's the general gist of this song is wanting to be in a time that you're not in anymore. You know, wanting to go back, wanting to visit these times. And it really alludes to the fact that everybody has a time they want to go back to and live again. That's what all of that middle portion is. You know, when people are saying what their November is, like summer of 2006. I think that's what he said, summer of 2006. There's just a lot of relatable themes and some nice lyrical stuff going on overall. I think it's a pretty good song. I gave it an 8 out of 10. Logan hated the talking. I can already tell. He absolutely hated the talking.
I did not. I gave this song a 6 out of 10, and I just said Tyler struggles with flow, and it's really empty, and it shows in this song badly. And I almost think that that's kind of the point, but also I have to rank it as a song, and it was just empty. It was hollow. Like, it's just not one that I think anyone in their right mind would put in a playlist.
I think this has a unique place on this album. And, like, you should listen to this in the context of the album.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I do both. And I agree. In the place this is as, like, the story of the album, it's good. Like, it's great. But as a song, it's not. So, great story. Bad song.
I guess for me, my score was a little skewed because I was really into the story of this album. And I've always been really into the story of this album.
Well, you're also, like, we've seen, like, Orpheus from you on the podcast, which is a very story album.
When it comes to albums with a narrative tie-in or, like, really heavy narrative albums, I find myself, like, just loving them, like, really digging my teeth into the narrative and seeing what's going on. Because I feel like that's where a lot of albums can really shine as art pieces. And, you know, for me personally, it's just really nice to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. That being said, you know me, the guy who does not give a rat's ass about the story of an album. This song was the thumbs up emoji. It was all right. Got a 6 out of 10 from me. And a first in-person one of those. That's all I got.
This is all he's got.
Well, moving on to Glitter. This one is Tyler's love song, apparently played through the voicemail machine of whoever he was trying to call. And, you know, this one is just all right for me. Obviously, narratively, the boy, whoever he was talking about, never gets this message because it says at the end of the song, it has this whole thing where it says, you know, the line was disconnected or something like that. You know, so it was obvious he didn't get his message all the way through, and that's what the song was kind of about. Like, he was never able to actually proclaim his love for this person or whatever, you know? The switch halfway through, like the switch in styles halfway through is interesting for me. I didn't really... It's just kind of meh. Yeah, it's just all right. 6 out of 10.
I didn't write a score down nor notes for this one, so it shows you how much I cared about this song. I can't rank it anything higher than a 5 out of 10 if I didn't even write anything about it.
Fair enough, man.
Fair enough.
It must have been that forgettable because I was scrolling through. I was like, no, I know that this is the last song. What am I missing? I figured it out.
Yeah, similar notes on both fronts. I got a 6 out of 10 from me, and the only like inherently positive thing that I took away from it was it's a pretty good way to wind down the album and get us started on the end, but I think as a song individually doesn't do that much, but we're not ranking it individually, ranking it on the album, so a little bit higher.
The only reason it got a 6 for me is because of the narrative tie-in. If it didn't have any of that, it would be a 5 out of 10. But yeah, Enjoy Right Now Today, the last song on the album. I thought it was a pretty nice instrumental, you know. It has some light vocal work in there. But it possibly alludes to Tyler giving up on this quest. You know, this quest to proclaim love. Him not really being here at all. Him being really absent from this song lyrically kind of shows, you know, he gave up. He tried. He got the answering machine dial tone. He was trying his hardest to get his message through, and then he couldn't. So maybe he just gave up, and I think that's the ending of this narrative. He just stops, and he wishes he can go back, and that's the whole point of November, you know. But yeah, overall, pretty nice listen, and something I would definitely have on in the background or something. Like if I'm like painting or something else, I could have this on in the background, and it would be great. So we got a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, so I give this a 4 out of 10. I said
Really? That's low.
it was a waste of my time. I like instrumentals. I don't like instrumental endings. Unless
Ah.
the entire song, like obviously Polyphia is like pretty much all instrumental the whole time. Yeah, they're fine to end like that. But when you're kind of in this somber mood, it almost feels like poor taste to just kind of be like, here's some background music kind of thing.
But I think that's the vibe he was going for. I think the vibe was like, I give up.
I mean, probably, but it kind of sucks when I'm sitting here like expecting like, all right, this last song on any album is supposed to kind of be like this proper end where they say goodbye and goodnight, and this felt like I went on a date to the Cheesecake Factory and got ghosted. Which I'm sure, I mean, thematically it works. That is what that is. But in the context of, do I want someone to listen to this entire album and not have to listen to the words? Because that's how you have to think of it. Connor obviously does not do that.
That's true.
So I
Mhm.
think in that context, it's very like kind of like, God damn it. I lost something. It was 4 or 5 minutes worth of my time.
I will explain why I don't listen to lyrics real quick. It's for some of the albums, especially on this podcast, that if I don't like the music like on its own, why am I going to give a shit about the story it's telling? Why would I put effort in right now to learn about the story if I don't even like the song?
Yeah,
So especially
fair
on a
enough.
first listen, I'm not going to listen to the lyrics. And obviously this is my first listen on this, but fuck you, I don't care. But for most of them, I'm not going to listen to the lyrics unless it's like Toxicity, where all it is the lyrics, and most of the songs sound very similar past that. So I had to kind of look at the lyrics in that, and we saw how that fucking turned out. But looking at this song, there is no fucking way this isn't the outro. Place it anywhere else on the album, and you're gonna be mad at it, or put anything after it. You're mad at this song specifically.
Yeah.
True.
I was mad at
Say
this
whatever
song
you want about it
regardless.
being a bad outro. It can't not be the outro.
Oh
of this
yeah,
album.
that's the
so
thing is it's not a good anything. It's
Mhm.
just there.
It is just there, and for that, it only got a 6 out of 10, which is not as harsh as the 4 out of 10. But on the album, it serves its purpose and plays its part, and is placed correctly. What the fuck? Is it a bug or something? It plays its part. It does what it's supposed to. It closes it out. I didn't have an issue with it, but Logan did, obviously. But
I mean, it's a fair statement.
Mhm.
Either way, I happen to particularly like it because I care about the narrative and what it's trying to say and all that. But I can also understand that that's not everybody who listens to this. And in fact, that's the vast majority. The vast majority is not going to care about the narrative of this album. And I can see how it could be, a poor ending. In fact, maybe to the point where make Glitter the ending. Make that the last thing you hear on the album that he never got the
I
message.
think it'd be too much of a 180 from what we've been on. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's kind of a more sad song, and I don't think a lot of the songs leading up to that would do that. I think you need the wind down song into something to truly end it.
Yeah, that's
and that's
true.
what it did, but it could have done it probably a little bit better. But who are we to shit on the artistic choice of somebody telling a story?
Yeah, I mean, Tyler's absence in this probably means a lot more to him than it does to us.
Yeah.
I think the big problem I have with the whole "this is a story" is you don't get that from the album art or the title. You don't get this is a thematic album, right? It's not. It's kind of lost in translation. Like obviously with Orpheus, that tells you you're going to be in for a
Long
story.
ass name.
Yeah.
Different artist name, like changing your artist name entirely.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like clearly Van Halen 1 is not going to tell a story. And that's the name of the album. But then you have stuff like I can't think of an album that tells a story really off the top of my head other than Orpheus, where it's
Mhm.
like clearly it's like this thematic stuff. It should kind of segue. You should be like, I know to expect this. So if I listen to the first song, like not knowing there was a story, and then kind of re-listening to it and be like, oh, there's something here. That's what it took. It took a re-listen of the first song to realize I had to listen to it. If you
Mhm.
can't do that off the cuff, I think that is what primes this to be a disappointing ending.
Hmm. Yeah, I can see it's a very fair point. You know. Either way, that's it for the individual song rankings. Let's go ahead and move on to album art. I adore this album art. I think it's great. I love bees as like an animal.
I thought that was gonna be the end of the statement. I love bees.
Yeah, no, I love bees. I'm very biased towards bees and insects in general. Like I have a beetle tattooed on my forearm.
They heard none of that. He's got a beetle tattooed on his forearm.
Yeah, I have a beetle tattooed on my forearm. But yeah, I think I really fuck with the colors here. I love warm tones. Yeah, it's some nice imagery. I just like it. 9 out of 10.
Yeah, so my original ranking has changed since seeing the vinyl behind us. It originally was a 6 out of 10 because I really think that this gets lost in the digital format because you can like see the like brush strokes and stuff on the painting.
Oh yeah.
So it's very clearly supposed to be a painting, not like a photo where a bee is there and it's touched up in the background, which is what it looks like on my phone. So I'd give this a solid 8 out of 10, like looking at it in person, but I can definitely see ranking it lower like I did because the digital format does not do it justice.
Yeah, completely agree. It's a great album art. I still have no idea how to rank album arts, and we're going purely off of what it looks like and what my brain says when it sees that picture. So we're going with a 9.
Homie loves bees too.
Let's go bees.
We
I don't
love
fucking know.
bees.
Go bees! Isn't that our school mascot now?
Fuck wasps.
Is it?
No, not the insect, the letter.
Yeah, the letter
yeah, I
B.
was like, what the
Letter
fuck
B.
are they doing over there?
And now we're on to Flow. I have to give it credit here where some of the songs lead into each other. I think some of that's kind of cool. The references between and flipping back and forth between this narrative, that's difficult to do. And it's difficult to have a good flow in that. But I think a lot of these songs go together very well. I think it's an 8 out of 10 for Flow.
Yeah, I gave this 2 separate rankings. I said, in the sense of a story, it is an 8 out of 10. It all works. And I said, in the sense of just an album you're not paying attention to, it's a 6 out of 10. The features don't work with each other. They're spread out too far because you kind of have A$AP Rocky, then like a lot later Lil Wayne. And those two should be closer together.
You got Rex splitting the difference.
Yeah, like you really just kind of are 180ing the whole time. But if you're listening to the story, it makes sense because that's how the human brain works. So you're associating. You're like, I know those feelings. We're on this side now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so story-wise, great. Album-wise, not as great.
Yep, I didn't have a split, but I do agree. It's an 8 out of 10. I could be an asshole and go in and do the math on where it has the 180s and deduct a point for every time it does that, but I think when it's not doing that, it's a 10 out of 10. But it does have a few whiplashy just 180s into
I think the ones
harder
I
songs.
think of the ones we mentioned, there were 2 big whiplashes.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. -2 points for 2 big
I
whiplashes.
was going to say if I'm going from 10 and deducting points, then yeah, it's going to be an 8 out of 10, and that's what I did, sure. But I could be a dick and go through and do the math on exactly what, like, it's 14 songs, 15
Mhm.
maybe, and do the math on what 2 out of 14 is going to be and a percentage. But I don't care. It's an 8.
Yeah, I agree. It's an 8 out of 10. Now the overall, I really love this album and this project. I really love the story that's told here. I'm a sucker for narrative albums. I'm a sucker for Tyler the Creator. Overall, it's a 7.5. That's my math average. And I just think all of the narrative stuff in this album is great. I think he shines through in a lot of these, but it could definitely use some polish.
Yeah, I didn't do the math average because I thought it would show that I don't like this album, which is not the case. I like it as an album. I think there's one or two songs, or like 3, 4 probably, that could make it into a playlist, and the rest you can almost just junk without the context of the album. In the context of the album, they're important and they're there. So 7 out of 10. It's fair.
Yep. I did also do the math average, and we ended up with a 7.5. Good album. Honestly, lower than I thought it was going to be going in, but I think Logan has made me more critical of music as a whole.
Yeah, as a whole thing, being next to Logan every week is like,
Sorry.
well, now I got to be more critical.
Exactly. Because I think I want to say it was Harbor where I had my rankings really high, and then he wasn't here, and I think I went through and changed all of them to make them lower before I knew he wasn't going to be here.
Yeah, I was on a boat. Or no, I might have been back in the States at that point. I might have had
No,
a
that was the
Halloween
second.
party.
That was the second week.
Oh,
I
the
was
second
out.
week? Oh, I remember what I had to do then.
I know I was gone when I posted your reel, but
Yeah, you went to... Is that when you were in Buffalo?
I was in Florida.
Oh, you're... Oh.
Buffalo was... Shit, where was I? Where was I in Buffalo? I don't remember what week that was.
I think you were on that episode anyway.
Yeah,
Like, at
I was
home.
on that episode for sure, but I guess that was a weekend, so I didn't miss a beat on anything.
Wild times, dog. We got to stretch this out. We're only at like
Yeah.
Where's our special guest?
under
at?
an hour. Yeah, dude. Still haven't got a text.
Yeah, we kind of speed ran this episode.
This
I'm
is-
glad that we all kind of agreed, though.
Yeah,
It kind of sucks when we do that because then we don't get content. So everybody, we're gonna take 30 seconds to prepare ourselves to say zany shit for the reel that has zero context.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter. We get
yeah.
an Ethan reel this week,
Oh,
yeah, we can
damn
Ethan
it.
reel.
but we are gonna use our special guest song of the day since he's gonna be here. So if he shows up,
Yeah, I better. I'll shoot a text message.
What if you just have one? What if you just have one that says I'm not coming?
I don't. So I'll hit him with you coming.
Nah.
Yeah. Shoot, we are officially on every platform podcast list except
Yeah.
for YouTube. We are working on it.
wait, what?
The podcast being out of the name.
Oh yeah, I'll fix that.
Yeah, we're
Fucking
working on
thing.
it. Camera assistant John. Glad to have him back.
He's
We
been
gotta
great
get
this
a
episode.
we gotta get a hat. This is camera assistant John.
That's what we need. We need some more merch.
Yeah, I'll get to working on some merch.
Also, all of our merch is not purchasable on account of we have the links and no one else does.
That's true.
So if you want
We
an
just-
interlude shirt, pirate it. Copy it. Make your own.
Yeah, just make it.
figure out our font and make it. We don't care.
It's just a shirt that says interlude on it. Ain't much more than that.
It's just a convenient uniform.
Until we get a lot more really shitty songs, we don't have any good merch.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah, we've got
That's cooking.
we got a shirt planned.
we got plans for everything. Wait till you find out what 1,000 subscribers brings us. This was a
1,000 subs is gonna go crazy. just so
1,000
you
subs
know.
was a Connor and I plan where I just messaged him and said we're doing this, and he said that sounds cool. I'm not even sure that you and Ethan know.
Oh no, I don't.
No, I don't think we've.
I'm
told
just
them.
hyping it up.
Oh, we'll tell you later.
I have no idea what
we
they're
not
talking
wanna hype
about,
that
but
up
it's gonna
yet?
go hard.
No, we'll hype up the other thing. I made a joke a couple weeks back about doing an album of our album songs, and we're probably gonna do it with a few exceptions on account of they're very hard to play.
Yeah, we have. Figured out the definitive list. I don't remember which episode it was on. It might have been on our weird in between episode.
think
I think it
so.
was, but I'll read out the list. So yeah, we're gonna cover "Hollowed Out" by Belmont, "Can't Stand It" by Harbor.
Do you want to swap to your cam?
That's probably a good idea. "Golden Fleece"
Damn it,
by
John.
fuck you by Hermit and the Recluse. "Tub Thumper" by Chumbawamba, which is, might be our best one. "Misery Business" by Paramore, which is probably going to be one of our most fun ones.
Yeah, we're either gonna have someone singing it like a man, or we're gonna have to rent a girl.
Am I taking vocal lessons for this?
No. No more than I'm taking guitar lessons. I know what I know, and you're getting it.
We got In the Night by Des Rocks, Bad Day Ballad by Akintoye, Zoot Suit Riot by the Cherry Poppin' Daddies,
God, that's gonna be so
Punchline
cool.
We're all gonna
by
have to whip out
Waster,
our horns.
The Tower by Spirit Board, Who's Laughing Now by Dury, and Prove My Love by the Violent Femmes. We took out the ones that were going to be fucking impossible to do.
Which was Dissociated, Metallica, and Polyphia,
It
and
was
that was
ABC, which is our podcast name.
yeah, it was ABC, which is our abbreviation. But the problem there is, we don't have a drum kit to record that. It's got really technical drums, and Logan does not want to learn Scotty, Tim, and Clay's guitar parts. No. And then we'd also have to find a female who can speak Japanese well and say the ABCs as fast as they can. So that's hard.
Yeah,
We could always use Ethan.
We could just get
Ethan
to
can't
do it.
speak English well, let alone Japanese. And I'm not sure he knows his ABCs.
Jesus.
Damn, even when he's not here, we're just roasting him
He can't defend himself. That's why he's getting it.
like a blank punching bag.
He's not even watching. No
That's
love.
true. He's a fake fan.
He is a
Fake
fake
fan.
fan. Let's call out our fake fans. That's everybody except Maurizio.
Maurizio.
Des
fake-
Rocks
you are the
talking to
goat.
you.
Our fake fans. We got Des Rocks. We got KB. We got Rat Bath. we
Yeah, I
we
got-
Ethan.
Are we bringing the beef back? With
Let's bring the beef in. We got nothing else to do.
we send a dang business message, right? Our legal department, me, came up with a very solid message to invite a band on the podcast.
Mhm.
Not even like you have to come on, just like, hey, if you can give us a video. We've done that. We've asked for a video or something if they've got time. If they say no, they say no. That's not the case here. They didn't say no. They didn't say shit. They read it.
They read it like 3 hours after I sent it, and then just nothing.
You know what? I really genuinely hope that we're not clowning on them, and the accident was they forgot to hit the send button, and then they just closed the DM and assumed that we left them.
I hope it was.
I hope it's not, because I'm gonna feel like an asshole.
No, we can't feel like an asshole for that.
That'd be a funny coinky dink, wouldn't it?
That would be something we laugh about later.
With
Not
Rat
something-
Bath.
Yeah. They come on. We'll be like, oh, so we're sorry we were assholes for like a month about it. But
Yeah, so we like clown the shit out of you, and we refuse to clown Des Rocks, but
Isn't Ethan's album In the Wheel that album though?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure he.
all
put
right, I'm
the-
picking
the-
Priority Week. I don't know who's coming out then, but I'm kidding. I think it'll be a good album. I wish we could have had them on to talk.
Yeah.
At least someone or like or some kind of mention being like, "Hey, we appreciate them looking at our album." I don't even care if they say we appreciate it. I hope they just talk to the viewers and say, "Hope you guys like the album." That's all we need.
Yeah.
We don't need you to say our name. It's too long. We know it.
Any response from our special guest star?
Whole lot of nothing, bro.
Damn.
Damn, son.
I can guarantee you, if there's no text, he's probably on his way.
That's fine.
Because so if he's at work, he's at work. But he texts
Well,
back.
you were supposed to
when
get
he's at
off
work.
about an hour ago, wasn't you?
Yeah, but someone had a big sale, so that add 30 minutes. I don't know. We can extend this for another 30 minutes.
Yeah, we can fuck around.
Fuck it, let's run all night.
We can fuck around and find out.
I don't give a shit.
Hell no. It's Black Friday. I work today. Carson, did you work today?
I got PTO.
All right, I'm the only one who worked today. I'm tired as shit.
I
Th-
slept pretty much all day yesterday. So,
Oh man, I had to go to like 2 Thanksgivings yesterday.
also, happy Thanksgiving, anybody who's watching this live.
Yeah, happy
There's
Thanksgiving.
nobody.
There's nobody in here, but
Anyone who's watching this later.
Yeah, everybody who's watching this later, I hope you had a good
I
Thanksgiving.
hope if you're
All of
going
our
through a
viewers
bad
that make it
time,
45 seconds into these videos and then leave.
45.
I hope that if you're having a hard time, that it gets better, but only after it gets worse for a second. I want
Hey.
you to be inconvenienced for watching this late. Free your Friday nights off. Gosh. Where's Maurizio? at
Start
when we
watching us
need him?
live. You can make funny comments and we'll have to respond.
Yeah, it's gonna be real weird when people start commenting and we're squinting
I was gonna
across
say,
the
who's
room.
gonna be who's gonna be the guy who watches the chat? for
Camera
the entire
assistant
thing?
I'll
John.
just throw a live.
I was gonna say we
on
need
there
like
on
an
my
iPad
phone.
or something with the live
Hey, I
chat
got like
here.
3 of them bitches. We're fine.
We'll have camera assistant John
All
just
right.
yell him
Well,
across
all
the
right.
room.
How about this? We all sign into an iPad on a different account, and we all get like our own personal accounts. That's just album book club like chat moderator, but it's a number, and you know which number is us, so you know which one of us is telling you to fuck off, or yeah, we'll use that album. Because eventually, if people started watching this, I would want them to put their album suggestions in the chat, and then we'd pick out of that and throw up a
Public
poll.
wheel.
Throw up a poll, and it would be the chat votes on which album that we chose from the chat we do next week instead of spinning the wheel.
Yeah, ideally we're trying to get away from doing our stuff because we know we're gonna like our stuff.
Yeah.
It's the sucky part is we know going into a week someone's gonna have a skewed answer. But once we start getting recommendations, obviously our whole point is kind of like we all sit down and listen to this album and then we go talk about it. But when it's not our pick, it's kind of relieving because we can just shit on it.
Yeah.
You know who I want to submit an album really bad?
Who?
Maurizio. If you're
Yeah.
out there
Bring him in.
and you're
Yeah.
watching this right now,
Can we get a Maurizio reel where we ask for Maurizio's album suggestion?
I was trying to do that. Right now, I was actively trying to do that, and you just cut me off.
No, Connor's not gonna. I want Connor to actually edit it. He won't do it unless you ask him live. Then he
I'll
has to.
fucking do it. I'll fucking edit
Be
it.
committed.
Maurizio edit, please.
Yeah, throw your arms up real quick, both of you. All right, now I'll know. I'll have it time stamped a little bit better. Let me see if I can figure out.
Maurizio, drop us a suggestion, please.
How long this shit been going for?
Heck yeah.
It's not gonna fucking tell me. Oh well.
I mean, we've been going since what, 9?
Yeah, I guess it's about an hour
He
in.
said just got out of work, gotta drop something off. Heading over right after.
Whoa.
Buy some more time.
So it's gonna be like another hour.
It's going to be like another hour.
All right, we can buy it. I can buy an hour.
We can buy an
I
hour.
can buy an hour.
Yeah.
All right, is it time for the ad reel? The ad read?
I think it's time for the
It's
ad.
time
read.
for the
It's also
ad
the
read.
I'm gonna go piss reel.
I'm gonna go.
I'll pay very close attention. It's fine.
Who are we promoting this week? I didn't read the script.
Oh, man, I fucking forgot. I don't know who the fuck we're supposed to promote.
I'll figure someone out. Who do you think is least likely to sue us if I give them free advertising? Yankee Candle?
That's probably a good one. Yeah, I
All
think we
right.
can go Yankee Candle. Everybody likes to smell good.
Everyone likes Yankee Candle.
Everyone likes Yankee Candle.
They got some like do they?
Dude, they're
They
black.
got some good
flavor.
deals, dude.
Their black cherry flavor.
All right, you ready for this to get all professional?
Yep. Everybody, please, all attention towards Logan here as I sit my microphone down and take a drink of water.
Alrighty. We'd like to thank our sponsor this week, Yankee Candle. Do you like your house to smell not like you? Go to Yankee Candle. They always have deals going on. I prefer to get the 3 wicks of fruity flavors. I like my house to not smell like fresh linen, but to smell like pineapples and tropical stuff. There's always a good selection there. I believe right now they just rolled out their Christmas candles, so you can get those nice pine trees and fresh gingerbread cookie smells. Head on over to Yankee Candle today.
Hell yeah, Yankee Candle. Thank you, Yankee Candle.
Just did the ad read.
Yeah, we did the ad read. Were we not supposed to do Yankee Candle? Did we get that wrong in the script?
Yeah, I did not read the script this week.
Yeah, we didn't. We forgot. I think you're muted.
I wrote. Yeah, you are muted. Sorry you got up. So
That's fine.
let's have it.
It's all good.
You can
Fuck.
see
Dude,
that all of them
this
are
thing
Jesse.
is just buzzing, and it's all one person. 8
it's all
messages.
Jesse.
So yeah, I was gonna bring up the
Someone's in trouble.
Carson in trouble moment.
Carson's in trouble.
Jesse just sent me 9 Snapchats in a row.
Oh yeah,
God
we-
help you.
go check out the official Twitter. By the way, we do have a Twitter.
John is captured on the Twitter.
John is captured on the Twitter. Oh, we have a notification on the Twitter.
Fuck.
It is Club Book Album that is our at. um,
Yeah, for some reason, Album Book Club was taken. So
yeah, and that account was made in 2014. Has 7 following and 1 follower, or something like that, or vice versa. Please give up that name so we can have it. We'd appreciate it.
not active since what? 2014.
2014. Actually, no active likes or comments or reposts I could find.
Imagine the coincidence. It's Maurizio.
Dude. Maybe that's why Maurizio's
I was gonna say that's
like
why you
loves
followed.
us. And, like, you carried on my legacy.
The fucking.
I'm not even
plot.
sure Maurizio's old enough to watch what we put out, but
Nah, he's fine. He's fine.
Maurizio, he's goaded.
Maurizio's album suggestion is Baby Shark.
If we ever do anything like on a live stage, he gets free backstage passes.
For sure.
Oh,
easy,
100%.
easy.
Maurizio, you're a real one.
He was our first fan. We got like a couple people that check in now and then. We got one follower on Instagram who's there every time. Got like 2 or 3 on TikTok, but
Maurizio's on TikTok, isn't he?
yeah, it's him. I can get the. I'll fuck.
Yeah, we're gonna go fan shout outs here
We'll
for a
shout
second.
out these fucking people because we got one today. I gotta get through the 97 Carson likes.
Yeah, feel free to interact. We do kind of tend to read every comment we get.
Yeah.
On account of we get 3. So
It's a very manageable number right
I mean,
now.
the plan is kind of stick with them for a long time, as long as we can. And once, we have more assistance than just John, who's got the Twitter account, then we will definitely try and comb through as many as we can. I also imagine at that point, it will just be like, we'll put a poll up in chat with a bunch of different albums.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, Robert Davis 719 is a frequent flyer of the account, and then there's one more that I gotta go find.
So Robert and Maurizio. I hope we're saying his name right.
Yeah, or who's your favorite
Yeah, I
podcast
might be fucking
member?
butchering it. It's very possible that I'm fucking not doing that right.
Who's-
Maurizio, more like Maurizio.
Who's your guys' favorite caster? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. It's
Don't worry. Eventually, we will have team insert guy shirt here. Hopefully.
Team Camera 1, Team Camera 2.
Yeah. We are camera 1, even though they changed it on us last minute because Connor doesn't know how numbers work. We are camera 1 originally.
We are Camera 1.
Fuck you. I know how numbers work.
We're the leftmost on the set.
Huh?
We're first, going this way.
The way I'm looking at it, if I push the button that is pointing that way, it hits that fucking camera. The one closest to me is this camera. It's 1, 2.
What are you talking about? You're hitting the buttons. That's John back there.
Yeah, John sent me a very detailed email about how he wants the fucking cameras done so he doesn't fuck it up. Look at today. There's been like 2 fuck ups.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good looking at the fucking test one where I fucked up every time I hit it. Or John did, at least.
I am still waiting. Hopefully we have fans by next winter so we can get those hockey jerseys made.
That'd be fucking badass.
Oh my gosh, I want a hockey jersey so bad that just says Team Logan.
Oscar Rodriguez. That's the other guy. He's
All right.
here a lot,
Oscar.
and I think there's even one more that I'm not remembering. He's not, whoever it is, he's not following us, but
I want to know if these people came, like what reel they came and saw, and they were like, I like these guys.
I'm trying to remember which
Probably one of the
Robert
compilation
Davis, that
reels.
sounds like a Peter Frampton reel.
Robert Davis is more recent.
Ah.
Maurizio was early.
Maurizio was like Zay Lewis. That's my shit. Also, we love Zay Lewis here.
He might have been a little bit past St. Louis. I'm thinking somewhere in the realm of like the Des Rocks week. I think was around maybe a little bit before. No, for sure before. Maybe Chumbawamba reel.
Oh gosh.
Like not that real, but that week I
Chumbawamba?
think is the one where he
He
somewhere
saw
around
our
there.
Chumbawamba shit and said, "Yeah, these guys. He is a real. He's gonna stick through. He's gonna stick with us through thick and thin."
We love Chumbawamba now.
Oh my God, Chumbawamba gave us Maurizio.
We're Chumbawumbies.
You know what? I'm realizing he commented on his first TikTok that he liked. So I'm just gonna go find that real quick, and I can give you a real answer to that question.
Oh, sick, guys. So while he does that, let's talk about our Chumbawumbies or whatever. What do they call themselves? Also, can we talk about the Wiggles, dude? First of all,
Why are we talking about the Wiggles?
because Anthony, the Blue Wiggle, right? His daughter is 19 and is now in the Wiggles.
What the fuck? What are you talking about?
Dude, I grew up watching the Wiggles. I mean, they're older than I am, significantly, right? But he's got a daughter that's not that much younger than me that is now in the band I grew up watching, and that's wild.
That is wild. What the fuck?
We're old. It's like when they released the Blues Clues special where it had like all three
How
of
old are
them.
you now? 21.
21.
You can drink legally.
I'm no
and
longer
you've
a
gone off
child.
the rocker.
Got a mystery package showing
Can you
up
not tell I'm
tomorrow.
tweaking over here on the couch?
You are going the fuck off.
Dude, I'm
Okay,
just
I got
chilling.
it. It was It was the week after Des Rocks. It was the /4 week. Got us on the Moonwalker reel.
Oh my
Was that my
gosh.
reel?
It was your reel.
Maurizio came
I
out of
copped
Slash.
Maurizio.
You copped Maurizio.
Oh my god.
More importantly, Maurizio came out of Slash. That is our worst performing week.
Wait, does that have 3 comments on it?
The it's 2 Maurizio and 1 response from me to Maurizio.
Oh, what did Maurizio say?
He said, "Love the context, guys." I think he meant content, but
Mhm.
and then he insisted that we made a YouTube playlist of all the song of the days, and I just responded and said, "We already have that."
I do
Go-
remember
go
this.
Get it?
I do remember this.
That was my wake up call because I think I was like 3 or 4 weeks behind on updating it, and that was my wake up call to go do that.
I just realized. Poor camera assistant John. Gonna have to edit the reels and then post them to Instagram, TikTok, YouTube,
And Twitter.
and Twitter
No, I'm just
now.
gonna send. He's just gonna send it into our group chat, and one of you fuckers who has the Twitter is gonna do it.
John runs the Twitter too.
Then he'll just do it.
Exactly.
John
But that's
just
like
has to
that's
do
a
it.
whole extra platform, man. Twitter's where you advertise.
His Twi-
Instagram is where you get half naked.
I feel like that's backwards.
Twitter is very X-rated.
Yeah, Twitter's full
Definitely
naked.
got that. That's true.
You advertise on Twitter. That's what I'm saying. Instagram is where everyone pushes the limits to see how far they can go, and TikTok is
Twitter
TikTok.
is where the
Facebook-
videos go when you exceed that limit.
So when are we gonna start posting on Facebook Reels?
Yeah, like
Low key, we probably should.
yeah, you're right. We
that's
can
not a
we
bad
can now
idea.
officially post our Belmont reel on Facebook, because that's about as long as it takes to get over there.
Yeah, Facebook probably should happen at some point.
We'll get Grandma in on this. Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, think about the viewer base for like the Peter Frampton reel on Facebook.
Dude, you already know
Like-
them like 62-year-old dudes with their whiskey and cigar are about to be like, this kid's spitting.
This kid's fucking spitting
And then he's like, oh
facts.
my gosh, they play a little bit of the song. And then it's going to start over and he's going to be like, oh my God, this kid's it's just going to be an endless cycle.
We're gonna get so many views. We're gonna trap him in the infinite loop.
Okay. So, I just got fucked up here for a second while looking at the monitor over there. I thought I had a hole in my armpit for my shirt because the mouse is right where it would be.
This is true.
I was like, do I have a fucking hole in my armpit?
The dual monitor setup in this studio.
If anybody didn't know, our setup is jank as fuck. It's
No, they.
all
It's
over the
actually kind of
place.
nice.
Have you ever seen any other production set?
I
This is
have.
exactly what the
They're-
rest
yeah, I
of it
know,
looks
they're-
like.
It's as bad as everything else, but
There's always a nice snake pile of cords.
yep. We need a big table in the middle for waters.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, our Fiji waters.
Get a coffee table so I can put my feet up on it.
We've been
one of
on
y'all-
about.
Which one of y'all wants to finance me stocking it with Fiji water every time?
Dude, I will. If we rotate, right? Like I'll send $10 one Friday and some. Or how much? How much is a 12 pack of?
Them bitches are probably
No, I'm talking about like the 12 pack, like of the like medium sized ones.
$18.99 or some shit.
No, it's like 10, $12. I'll do it one Friday. Someone does it the next Friday. Connor gets his Friday, and then someone
and then
does it the next
goes
Friday.
back to you.
Yeah, yeah. We'll just all
Goes
foursies.
You, me, Connor. You, me, Connor.
Ethan's there too. Ethan can finance the Fiji Waters. Connor's looking over there. He's on Walmart or something.
I wanted to go to Walmart. It sent me to the fucking Fiji website.
You can just order off Amazon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's $21.
For a 12-pack?
Yes.
All right, I guess I'll cough up 21 bucks. I want some Fiji Waters.
Everyone Venmo Connor right now.
Also, speaking of which, there ain't no way we drink. There's 4 of us. That's
Yeah,
3
I was gonna
weeks
say
of
that- yeah.
drinks.
It's gonna be one.
That's an
once a
investment.
month. It's an investment.
It's professionalism until Liquid Death sponsor us. Love your water.
We'll happily accept a Liquid Death sponsorship for the podcast.
Oh heck yeah, that is
For sure.
that is all we need to drink here. On account of now that we're in person, it's harder to drink a beer and not look weird.
Why?
I was gonna say you can still do that.
Yeah, it just feels weird if I'm the
Just
only
wait
one
till
drinking
Christmas.
a beer. Oh yeah. Oh man.
Eggnog.
The Chad and KB Christmas episode.
I was gonna say, you
where we
guys
do
just
Christmas
wait
in Hollis.
Until we get the Christmas album. Oh. We're doing like a little like Secret Santa thing, aren't we?
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah.
We could probably pull for that next week or something.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can do
for
we can
sure.
do it live. So are we getting KB and Chad?
They won't do the Secret Santa. We'll do that.
Oh,
or
we'll do that for
we'll
us.
do that. Yeah. at the
All
end
right.
Or something.
We're gonna set it live, $20 minimum.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't go buy
Oh, minimum. Oh,
minimum.
shit.
Yeah, no. We'll say like $60 max, but like
Okay.
$20 minimum. Come on, we ain't gonna. Someone's gonna get like a singular Durex, and the other person's gonna get like a really sick band hoodie. Oh, jeez, Peach, we got really quiet there.
Yeah, we did.
I was swallowing. Connor was. He
I
was
was
in
drinking.
Connorland, and Carson was drinking.
Hey, I frequent that place.
Connorland. The greatest. If you guys want to know, this is exactly pretty much how it is outside the podcast. We'll all just kind of sit here
Yeah.
awkwardly, and then one of us will say something outrageous and insane. 9 times out of 10, it's me. We'll say the most out of pocket thing, and then everyone's like, "What?"
It is kind of wild outside the podcast, but being on the podcast set, you know,
Yeah.
It's because we can't say something that'll get us canceled.
I live on the podcast set, so.
It does. This is. Wait till you guys find out about the storage unit idea. Connor's so hyped for the storage unit.
It's the next step.
It's the next step before we buy our own studio.
We ain't buying a studio anytime soon.
We've al-
Unless Maurizio fucking gives us thousands of views a day.
what if Maurizio just donates $1,000 day after day?
$1,000. Well, yeah, day after day, maybe. $1,000 ain't gonna pay for shit. It's gonna pay for Fiji
Yeah, can
water
we-
for next year.
Can we get a can we just get a sugar daddy for the podcast? Just pay for the
I
studio.
know one of
It's
you out
Peter
there is
Frampton.
super rich.
Yeah, can we get Peter Frampton? Largest reel yet, buddy, and it can go even higher if you put us in a new studio.
New studio. Show up to an episode.
Yeah, let Logan on your next album. We'll call it a good day.
This is very weighted in our favor.
No, what do you mean?
Yeah, we're definitely getting the better deal here.
We're getting the way better deal here.
What do you mean? He gets my guitar playing on his album. That's worth everything.
But we get all of his fame.
Worth it. He gets none of mine. I'm a legend in my own head. That's where it counts. I'm a professional, don't you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You know, we are not professional podcasters on account of we have not been paid. As a matter of fact, we're net negative money right now.
I was gonna say I don't know about not being professional. I've had some classes on how to run a podcast.
Yeah, but have you been paid?
No.
Exactly. You're not a professional.
Hold on.
I don't wanna
Venmo
talk about
Connor
that.
$5.
What? Oh.
Don't fucking Venmo me. I don't care.
Oh, he's paying him for being a
Don't
podcast.
Venmo me for the bit.
He's gonna Venmo for the bit. Commit to the bit.
What do you think I'm doing?
He's committing to the bit. I can see this. Our group chat go crazy today.
We had some crazy ass ideas today.
We had some weird talkings. Also, the other day when I sent that message to you, Connor, I totally meant to send it to everybody, and I just clicked on your name without thinking.
Fair enough.
And I was like, "Oh, Connor's on board. That's the one that needed to be on
This
board."
motherfucker. All right. We got $1. I'm a professional. That's it.
Podcast
He's a
professional.
podcast professional.
There it is.
Except there's no fucking Fiji water.
Which one of you wants to go first on the Fiji water fee?
I suppose I'm first up.
I'm just
Also-
gonna not buy the Fiji water.
Dude, you know how heartbroken I'd be? I'd actually cry. I'd show up next week. John would hand me another Ice Mountain, and I'd sit down in disappointment.
Man, this man's shitting on Ice Mountain.
Oh, Ice Mountain is the best non-filtered bottled water. Or non, I don't know, what, high tier? I don't know. What do you consider, like, Fiji and Smart Water and, like,
Overpriced.
Life Water? No, Fiji water, it
Fuji
hits, though.
water.
It hits.
I don't know about that.
I think Life Water's in a weird middle section. Where
Life
it's not
Water's
like,
disgusting.
They're
It's
not
terrible.
like cheating you out of water for money, but it's still packaged like they are.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but like Fiji water warm, it's a room temperature solid water. Like it's good at room temperature. Like regular water, I gotta have it cold. But Fiji water, oh no, man, I don't care. It gulps.
It gulps.
Gulps right. So you know how like regular water it don't gulp right. You can't just like you know. You can't just suck it down.
Can we get that noise again?
I'm just a human soundbox, bro. Also,
Give us your weirdest noise.
I don't even know, man. I can just hear the music and no one else can. I'm living my best life over here.
Welcome
Hey,
to
you
how it
chill.
was when we were online.
It was a terrible time.
Truly. Yeah.
This is a lot nicer.
Oh man,
For
I get
sure.
to sit in a like truly comfy seat. The only sucky part is when I get tired, I can't like lean back and just like peace out.
We also need to buy actual flashbang grenades to achieve what we could online.
Yeah, just someone get my real grainy webcam and we'll just swap to that every once in a while. Just flashbang everybody.
I do long term want a third. I just want a wide angle for like shit like this,
Mm-hmm.
where I don't need to be switching every time somebody says something, switching back.
You mean John?
Well, John, fuck you. Where John needs to switch back.
It would make John's life a little easier.
The sucky thing is,
I bumped
Is-
the other button. Oops. That's fuck up number 3.
hopefully we don't have too many of these where we have to end and just fucking wait.
I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. The episode is weaker when we're down a host.
Oh,
No
100%
matter
Oh
who it
yeah,
is.
we lose at least 25 minutes of
content.
content, and at least 10 of that is funny shit. So
Mm.
Yeah.
usually when it's us three, because we all tend to like the same shit, and it kind of
Mhm.
sucks, kind of blows.
Yeah.
Why can't you guys like something weird? Or am I gonna be the one that has to put in something weird? We
I
listen.
mean,
You want me
I
to put
threw-
something weird in?
Are we listening to like Straight Outta Compton? Can we do that? Are we allowed
Oh.
to rate that?
You were thinking that type of weird.
Oh, I wasn't thinking like your weird eclectic shit, dog.
I mean, next week, Connor, it is your album.
Are we
Yeah,
listening?
but that shit's not weird.
Are we listening to the Who, the like Mongolian throat singers next week?
I'm down to listen to some Mongolian throat singers, but what I was thinking is
Goes
more.
hard.
I want me some Mongolian throat.
Hey yo,
Uh,
Genghis Khan, baby.
you
Wanna
want some?
ignore The Millennium
You
Parade?
want some Millennium Parade?
You don't even got to show me that.
I don't even know what that is, but I'll check it out.
It's like a. I don't even know how to describe
That's
this.
really hard to describe.
It's really hard to describe. It's like
Mm-hmm.
kind of alt.
Japanese alt, almost sometimes big band. Like
Yeah.
it's all over the fucking place. Every song
has
is a
some
different
hyperpop
adventure to
stuff in
play.
It doesn't have
It's-
some hyperpop stuff in there.
Sometimes
That sounds sick.
it's all over the fuck. I
Yeah, it's
love that
wild.
album.
I've been getting into, like-
Why don't we do it next week then? Instead of variety pack.
We could do that.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of baby metal recently. Because baby
Hell
metal
yeah.
goes hard.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
They got like a Polyphia feature.
I do have
Sick.
a fully Spanish album in the
Dude,
chamber
Is
lineup.
it Bad Bunny?
please.
Is Bad Bunny Spanish
No,
or
it's
Portuguese?
Danny
He
Martin.
is Spanish, but it's a Danny Martin album.
Is he in the top 100 right now?
I doubt it.
Because
You might be thinking of Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin's the one that people know.
I know who Ricky Martin is, But no, I was listening, like trying to pick a song of the day, so I went through like the top 10 trending songs right now. At least 5 of them were like Spanish.
Yeah, they pop off over there.
Yeah, they're going hard.
They're probably all
This
5
was
Bad
US.
Bunny.
This
Yeah.
was US top.
Yeah, no,
10.
they do. Let me- I don't actually have any fucking scale of how big Danny Martin is. I think he's bigger than I think he is, but he's probably smaller than I could imagine him being.
Yeah. What a terrible spot to be as a musician.
Yeah, he's definitely in the spot where I find artists. Where
That's someone you know will never be the song of the day on account of he doesn't know if they'll interact or not.
Yep.
It has to be a full
Yep.
swing yes or a full swing no.
Yeah, he's definitely upper middle. I just don't know in what stage of upper middle he's in. Let me look.
Connor makes us talk every time he wants to get on his phone over there. It's a pain in my ass. Carson's in Carson land right now.
I really am. I'm trying to respond to Jess. I got 9 Snapchats and a text.
Oh,
Let me do
dude.
this.
He's sleeping on the couch tonight.
1 million followers, no posts, is followed by the Album Book Club. I did not know that until right now.
Who is this?
Danny Martin.
Ricky Martin.
He is verified, which puts him probably about exactly where I thought he was.
So a hard no.
Hard upper middle. I mean, I don't care about like the size of the artist for the album of the week. It's the song
Yeah.
that one's the one that's supposed to do something.
Yeah, that's where we're supposed to get shared to their stories and interacted with. Also, man, Ghost Atlas, bro. Come on. I love you guys.
Damn.
Not too many followers. I was really hoping we could get some interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Those are guys I'd love to have on the podcast. That song goes hard. A lot of their music
Yeah, no,
is
I
like
like
that.
that song for sure.
It's very much like I'm driving home and I don't want music on music.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes sense to probably like 10 people in the world, but they'll get it and listen to that song.
All 10 of the 0 people who are watching currently.
What if that view count's wrong?
It hasn't been yet. I'll say that. Every time I pay attention to it, I look on YouTube and it's still not even showing me anybody. Here, let's see how right it is.
Where's Susan Wojcicki? Where do we get our contract at?
Let's see how quick it takes.
It just doesn't.
Yeah, I have it pulled up on my phone. Kind of sucks. Dang, we probably clowned on one of our viewers when we said we had 0. They got butthurt and left. I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't blame them
Yeah,
either. We're a little
that's
bit of
fair.
assholes.
Live view count my ass.
Connor, your mic or your cam looks significantly worse on the live stream.
Why? Is it like out of focus or?
Almost. I don't know. It's less crisp. I can't explain it.
Let's see. Swap back to you. Oh wait, no, you already are. Never mind.
There's just a delay, dude.
I'm just scrolling on my phone. Wow, I really am being a whole dick
He's
right
just
here.
gone, man.
I'm in Carson Land responding to my girlfriend.
See?
Wow, you're very grayed out.
Yeah, your white balance is off, bro. That's right. That's right. I know camera words. I'm the sound guy. I don't deal with this
You're
shit.
okay, Logan.
Damn, of course he left the gray chair there. Oh. Hey, look, you. Oh, hey, look, color.
Whoa!
You can see Claude. Or Clyde, whatever the fuck his name is. It looks like you're about to give a presidential speech over there.
My fellow Americans.
Oh, yeah, you look so much better now.
Oh my
hell
god,
yeah.
Connor has life.
We fixed the fucking podcast.
At the end of the damn podcast.
It ain't over yet. Our special guest isn't here.
Yeah, we're still killing time. What'd you guys have for Thanksgiving, actually? You guys have some, anyone whip out some weird banger recipe?
We kind of do the normal shit. We got turkey, ham, standard shit. Eat my body weight in mashed potatoes.
Oh, dude, that was me with deviled eggs. I ate 5 of them.
My Thanksgiving was very sad. I didn't go. to mine or Jesse's actually, because I was so sick.
Oh,
Yesterday I was dealing with the stomach bug that's been going around, coming out of both ends
one of those.
violently.
It's a bathtub layer.
Yeah, no, it
Monday
was-
Real gets replaced with the two of us just being sick.
Dude, I cannot. I don't want to be sick right now.
It was like I was spitting up shit that was neon yellow. Like something that looked like it should not have been in my body.
I seen that shit. It was in The Exorcist. Fuck off, Pazuzu. Ain't about it.
It did not look
We
natural.
got special guest Pazuzu on the podcast. And the mic fucking starts floating.
We love Pazuzu.
My song of the day is Raining Blood. Oh, hey.
It's like my song of the day is Bad Boy by Bella Porch. I'm like, fuck you. We already did that one.
He said, not the slutty virgin.
Should we get our songs of the day out of the way?
Yeah, probably.
Top messages. Oh. We have one viewer. Is it you?
No,
What the fuck?
it was none of us.
Oh, dang. We had an actual viewer, and we're just sitting there talking shit. What is the 2 for? Is that max number of viewers?
I think
Yeah,
that might
was
be max.
us. All right, we got somebody here to watch us
Hello.
kill time until the special guest gets here.
I hope to God that it's either our special guest or like someone that we know that's just like, what the hell?
It's probably Ethan.
Oh, yeah. Did he
just be
join it
Ethan.
at the end?
Ethan, if
pro-
it's you,
Fucker.
text the group chat. I'll probably switch to me for that.
We'll know here in about 10 to 12 business days.
That's true.
Oh, our special guest is here.
Oh
All right, I will
shit.
go get him, y'all. Kill
Oh,
some
Logan,
time.
we got a pad for some time here.
Time to figure out another ad read, huh?
What do you think about this Gumball and Dream shit?
Oh, dude, I found out about it 20 minutes ago. I still don't really care. I don't like Dream. I kind of like rode the Dream hype train when Dream was actually worth watching, you know?
Mm-hmm.
When it was like, oh my God, this guy can do insane stuff, but it's
This guy can do
Minecraft.
insane speedruns. Then everybody figured out he was cheating.
It has- I'm kind of out of my Minecraft phase. I'm an adult.
Hey, it comes back every once in a while for me.
See, I don't find enjoyment in Minecraft anymore. I just can't. I guess I played the shit out of it when I was like 9, though. So played
You
Pocket
want some
Edition.
really early Carson. There's probably some hidden YouTube videos out there, some hidden YouTube gems. Back when I was, I think I was 11 or 12, and I was posting YouTube content with Luke, like a Minecraft Let's Play with Luke.
I got a couple of those floating out there somewhere.
Yeah, I have like a full Let's Play sitting out there, just 12-year-old me going at it. Been creating content since 12. Let's go.
Yeah, and here we are in our 20s in our friend's basement talking to one viewer.
Hey, we talked to like 30 people per reel.
30, yeah, actually, TikTok blows off kind of. We kind of get like
Yeah,
200
we
views
talked to,
on
like,
TikTok.
200 people per reel. You know?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Hello.
Your mic's muted. Your mic is muted. So when you're ready, let me know. I'll mute you. I'm gonna take your name tag off.
My last day is Sunday. Fuck that. You can suck my fat, hairy cock. Not saying it's long. It's
See, this is why the mic is muted.
Yeah, this is why the mic is muted.
Wait, am I allowed to cuss?
Keep it moderate.
Oh, shit.
Right.
We're about to cut off.
Yes, sir.
Lesbian.
Get camera ready, buddy. All right. Are you ready to be unmuted?
Yeah, I'll do a dramatic reveal, even though I've been on it for like the past minute. That's fine.
Come on, cameraman John.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. So do I just like hold it up to my face? Like what distance?
Yeah, you're good right there. I unmuted your mic so I could hear it and mix it.
All right, bet.
All right, we got Steven on the podcast. We don't have a like applause track to play, otherwise I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Steven, we got bad news. We've pretty much run through just about everything
Yeah, my
except
bad.
the song of the day.
Connor briefed me.
If we want, to could do like a general overview.
Yeah, how do you
If you
feel
wanna
about this
say.
album?
Okay, so actually, I was really wanting to talk about this because I think that this album is honestly one of, if not the most instrumental in Tyler's career. So I know it's a bit of a hot take, but this came sometime after Odd Future broke up, and at that time, Tyler's whole brand was just like the raunchy, skater music. It's like there's one type of person that listens to Tyler the Creator, and that was his audience at the time. He didn't really have a lot of opportunities or time, I would say, to really express himself as an artist alone, like in his own like solo environment. He'd done that before on like Wolf, which came out a few years before, and like of course that is a solo album with like other people from Odd Future, but it still wasn't like that same vein, very similar sound. But this kind of set his brand not just as an artist but also like as like a fashion designer and things like that, because this album fits a lot better with the aesthetic of like the Golf LaFleur, like his brand and other things that he's come out with. I think I'd say especially songs like God, why is the name leaving me? Pull it up,
Yep, I got it.
dude.
Gosh, this
What's it?
fill-in wasn't prepared. What
Nah,
the
for
hell?
real. It's the dude. What's the one? Yeah, See You Again. So See You Again, like probably most like popular song off the album, of course, but just that the singing is what like sets it apart. Like the features of Kali Uchis, is that how you say it? Kali Uchis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rex Orange County on this album, like Jaden Smith, like bro's just having fun. Of course,
Lil
ASAP's
Wayne.
on there. Lil Wayne, yeah,
The singular verse from Lil Wayne. Nothing more in that song.
yeah,
Jaden Smith didn't really do anything either.
Yeah.
yeah. He blew the budget with that one, that and ASAP. But still, I think this really sets the tone for Tyler's artistic direction for the next like, what's it been now? Almost a decade. Didn't something come out in like 2015,
This came out in 2017.
2017? Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, my bad, because I
6
had the
years.
timeline a little messed up. So a little bit after like his or Odd Future breaking up, or a little bit longer than I thought. But still, I think the same point still holds true nonetheless, even with
I mean,
guess
this is
the-
his first release since Odd Future broke up, isn't it?
No, because I think Cherry Bomb came out sometime before this.
I
Or
couldn't
li-
remember if Cherry Bomb was before
Cherry Bomb was
2015 or
definitely
not.
before.
Was it before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
think so.
Yeah, I
can
don't know the
fact check
timeline all
real
that
quick,
well.
but I'm pretty sure.
Please.
I don't really know Tyler the Creator.
There we go.
Not my cup of tea.
Yeah, it was 2015 for Cherry Bomb.
When did they break up? I forget.
Don't
Because I thought it was like early 2010s. I thought it was a while ago, but they had still been
damn it.
like releasing clothing and stuff like that.
Here, I'll just Google that shit real quick.
Preach.
Yeah, their only album dropped in 2012.
Yeah. Well, cause they were kind of like a like a super group type thing.
Yeah.
They had like a bajillion people in there. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, bro. But still, I think overall, very instrumental album. It really segued into Igor, I think, because without this album, he definitely could not have made Igor. Like, let's be real, you know? Because if he were to go from something like, what was it, Wolf or Cherry Bomb,
Yeah.
that still had like that raunchy sort of like gritty sound to it, and then went straight into Igor, fans would not have gobbled it up like they did.
So apparently, Odd Future is still kind of together
Oh,
in a weird
on Baby.
sense. So they don't release music anymore. They don't do
Yeah.
any music together anymore.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
been like a confirmed thing for a pretty long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like after their first album dropped, they were like, "Yeah, no, we aren't doing it anymore." It's like seven. They said 7 times out of 10, it's a no.
Fair enough.
But they still do clothing and stuff like that together.
Yeah. I mean, because the money, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
'cause
wouldn't
the
turn that down.
money.
Like, come on.
Who
Let's
would
be
turn
real.
down that much money?
For real. All those 12-year-olds, man. They're eating that shit up.
Hey, I'm eating that shit up too. Don't worry about it.
Honestly, same. I'm part of the 12-year-old crowd in this scenario.
Facts. No printer.
That's just my little piece on the album. Overall, I think it's a great album. But
Out of 10.
out of 10,
Hmm
8.2.
That's pretty good.
0.2.
I think we had two 7.5s.
A 7, yeah.
7.
Yeah.
for
I
us.
think I rate music based off of the emotions that it evokes from me.
There's a lot of good narrative stuff in this album.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not sure how keened in you are to that, but I've been talking about it a lot tonight. I don't like this has a lot of weird themes, not weird themes. This has a lot of deep themes, like his own sexuality and stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%. Well, Jaden Smith is on this album.
Yeah.
Anyways. Dang. But
All
yeah.
right, are we on song of the day?
I think we're on song of the day.
Do you have a song of the day prepared?
Song of the day? Oh, heck yeah. Song of the
I'm gonna
day.
ask one last time. How do you say this?
Don't ask
How
me.
are you gonna say that? How are we all gonna collectively butcher this name?
Yo, let me take a
Pochi.
look. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put some Italian on that.
That's what I was thinking, but
I'm still putting some Italian on it. You feel me?
yeah, that's what I was
Did
thinking.
you feel me?
Huh?
Is it you feel me?
You feel me?
You feel me? Anyways, so do I just go ahead with it?
No, Connor goes.
Oh, I'm going first.
And then
Yeah.
you look in the camera.
Oh,
All
everyone
right.
has a song of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
He's a
It gets
fake
turned to a
fan,
real
dude.
winner. It gets posted on all platforms. Get ready.
Hell yeah.
Twitter.
All right.
New.
The
Today.
Twitter's been made like
Guys,
2 hours
Ethan
ago.
looks a little different this
Yeah.
episode.
Camera assistant John runs our Twitter.
Nice.
All right. So my song of the day is "Stay with Me" by Pipochi. I'm gonna call it. I'm fully ready to butcher that song, or that not the song, the artist name, but it got advertised to me on Instagram this week, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, yeah, this is song of the day. It's kind of like reminds me of like an old Kanye type beat.
Oh, really? I'm
A little
gonna
bit,
check it out.
with almost not the beat, but the vibe of like a Flashing Lights type song, but almost set in like a before they got famous
Cool.
in the lyrics for words. But yeah, I thought it was a good song.
Hell yeah. Now is it my turn?
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
look directly
in
at the camera.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
Say the words.
All right. So my song of the week is that song of the day.
Song of the day.
Please
Start
edit that out,
over.
I'm so sorry.
There's no editing. This is live.
Yeah, we're live, man.
Yeah, well, I knew
Hence
that, but
why
I
your
was
mic
like,
was muted.
greatly appreciated. My song of the day is "Lover You Should Have Come Over" by Jeff Buckley off of his album Grace. Well, his only Humus album. He does have one other posthumous album, which is quite good. But yeah, "Lover You Should Have Come Over" off of Grace. That song honestly just evokes so much emotion. Like I said before, music is something that I take in emotionally, and so because of that, that is why it's my pick for song of the day. Also, I'm kind of rediscovering Jeff Buckley right now, so he's an amazing artist. If you haven't checked him out, please do yourself a service. Man has an amazing voice. If you want to check out even more music, his father Tim Buckley also has an amazing voice. Had a 7-octave vocal range, just like Mariah Carey.
That is, he did
Yeah.
Hallelujah, right? That's the.
Jeff Buckley did, yeah.
That is the big
Mhm.
claim to fame there.
Yeah, that's the Leonard Cohen song. But yeah, I mean, it's just a beautiful song, a beautiful ballad about love. So definitely do yourself a service and give it a listen.
I love the simultaneous readjustment on the other couch for song of the day.
Yeah, we were slouching, bro.
Dude, it's we creep
Bro's
down
gotta
as
sit
the
up.
show goes on. We've been
I
going
noticed
for
how,
like
how
2 hours.
Deep I was in the couch.
Have I got a song for you today?
Oh yes, I do. My song of the day is Apocalypticism by Moonwalker. Connor, you sent me on a Moonwalker Owen
Yep.
Coleman trail this week. Good lord.
You're not the only one. KB was telling me today that Drowning.
Yeah, Drowning
yeah.
made it so. It made it onto my phone so many times this week. I want to give it a good like 20 times probably.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was pretty much every time I got in the car, I was like, Drowning. And Apple CarPlay or the what is the-
Autoplay.
Autoplay, yeah. Apple Autoplay, every single time I listen to that song, it automatically requests Moonwalker right after
Mhm.
that. And Moonwalker is one of my favorite musicians.
Hell yeah.
He evokes a lot of really good. His voice is so nice.
Dude, that's so important.
It's my favorite kind of voice. I can't get over it. And that's the first song off one of his newest albums, right?
Yep. Newest album.
Newest album, yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, go check out Moonwalker if you haven't.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
My song of the day is 99 by Barnes Courtney. I just changed this song back to my song of the day after like changing it 15 times. It's a great song. I love it. It's the current mood. It is vibey sad boy music kind of. And well, it's not sad. It's kind of uplifting. But it's just a very soft song. Like my last couple of picks have all been softer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what this is. It's just that perfect late night drive song. That perfect like I'm sitting alone in a room. Not like I'm sad. It's just like you're like I just want to listen to music kind of thing. It's a good pop your headphones on and chill.
Mood.
It's like I don't know. I get into lo-fi right around now. This is not that. This is almost kind of like it reminds me of "Kiss Me" by Sixpence. It's a very popular song. It's like that acoustic guitar and stuff like that, but it's got some like effects. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. So the wheel has chosen me to go up once again and host next week, but I gotta leave it up to a vote. Which album should we do? Because we discussed two now. Are we gonna do the Mustard Services Variety Pack or the Millennium Parade self-titled?
Let's do it. Let's go Millennium Parade.
I am fine with Millennium Parade. That
I know
sounds
both
fun.
of those albums, and I
Mhm.
want to review the one more than I want to review the other.
Fair enough. All right, so tune in next week where we review the Millennium Parade's self-titled album. And I'm going to close it out. Fade to black.